when people say that God doesn't give you more than what you can handle, I don't know where in the Bible it says that. It says that he won't allow you to be tempted beyond what you can bear. But he doesn't say anything about not giving you more than you can handle. In fact, it's quite the opposite. These are like doctrines that people have like adopted to make themselves feel better or make their things in their lives make more sense, but they're not biblical. The closer that you get to the Lord, the more dependent you get on him. The goal isn't to have a life of independence from him. So this means that when you are going through heavy things and when you are carrying some heavy burdens, God wants to take those burdens from you. He doesn't want you to carry them all and try to figure out everything out on your own. That's not faith. Faith is trusting him, but also doing the work that aligns with the trust. So you can't be contradicting in your faith. You can't say, oh, I trust you, God, and then spend your days worrying and talking about your problems to everybody and trying to figure out, oh, well, this and that, what do you think I should do? And, asking everybody what they think you should do. Half the time, people don't even know what they should do, let alone what you should do. And it's coming from an objective standpoint anyways, and opinions and advice are two different things. So if you're asking for advice, you ask for advice from people who either have what you have done what you're trying to do, or are your mentors. They're your coaches. They're people that you trust. They're people in spiritual authority, or business authority, or some type of authority that you're going to go to for sound advice. You're not going to go to somebody who's got their life all messed up and say, oh, what do you think I should do? What direction should I go in? And everybody will have an opinion based on the level of knowledge that they have at that time, because most people are trying to sort out their own life. So they're going to tell you from whatever level that they're at, this is what I think you should do based on the knowledge that they have. But you need to look at the results of that person. You need to look at their life. How do they execute in life? What do they sound like? What do they talk like? How do they live? Do they have standards? Are they a person of excellence? Are they detail-oriented? Are they, do they have a good character? Or are they complaining? Are they gossipy? Are they whining about everything? Do they constantly ask for advice but then don't take it and have problems and then keep creating their own problems? You know who I'm talking about. There's so many family members and people like that just continue doing the same things over, but then they want to tell you about all their problems. This is not only going to waste your time, but it's also going to drain your energy, because your energy is something that you give off. People can take it from you. So you have to be really careful and make sure that you're guarding this area of your life and you're setting up boundaries for these people and for all the situations in your life that you might be going through. Look for people who are leveling up their life. They're doing something. They're not complaining about it. Everybody's going through something difficult. Everybody is going through a hard time, me included. But I don't come on here and share about all of the difficulties I'm going through because I trust God. I give it to God. I don't need to give it to people. Like, why would we come on here and give our problems to other people? No, I'm not talking about not sharing things with those that are close to you, but everybody is hurting right now. Like, everybody that I know is going through some type of hurt, some type of pain, some type of struggle, some type of business, some type of attack. It's just hitting people hard, and this is why I talk so much about keeping your atmosphere heavenly. If you're, number one, I didn't vote for this mess, okay? I'm just going to say that, and I'm not voting for this mess again. And, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to see and to be, aware of all of the evil and all of the wrong and all of the chaos and all of the problems that are going on. It's absurd. It's absurd. People's lives are being made like hell, Number two, no matter what you're going through, you can still make a difference. You can still bless somebody. You can still come up higher. You can still work on the things that you can control. You don't have to give up. The reason why I live where I live is because I'm surrounded by people who haven't given up on life. Everybody is pushing themselves to do better, to be better, to strive for more, to make a difference in the community, to make a difference in the city, in the state, in the world, by by leveling up their life. And it starts with what you do at home. So if you're going to bring in an environment of death and destruction and evil and wickedness and call it good, and you're going to bring in all of this stuff into your house and call it good, you're just making it harder for yourself, because you're inviting all of that into your life. And when you invite that into your home, what happens is the darkness and the devil and demons, that's familiar looking to them, because you're resembling hell in your home. So what do you think that does in your home? You're basically creating a space that says, oh, come on in. This is familiar to you. And you're inviting them in. And I know there's all kinds of stuff going around on Instagram, and people were talking about me when I did my whole Halloween talk about this, a few weeks ago. But I'm standing my ground. You can talk about it all you want. The truth is the truth, regardless of how you feel about it or how you make a joke out of it. There's nothing funny about death. There's nothing wonderful about darkness. And there's nothing enchanting about evil and wickedness. There's nothing. It's absolutely horrid. And your home should be your sanctuary. It should be a place of refuge. It should be a place of safety for your kids. Think about your kids and the minds of little kids. They're doing what their parents are telling them. They're doing what they're told. And you're bringing in an atmosphere that is compromising. And so their minds, as their minds are absorbing and learning and growing, they're now being thrown into this, thinking that, oh, this is fun, this is normal, this is okay, this is what mom and dad, accept. And it's really tragic. But anyways, that's another. I'm not going to get into that topic again. This is why I always start Christmas early. I do it to offset the darkness. I do it because I love Jesus. I love everything about holidays and Christmas, and I bring it in, early. To me, it's not early anymore, because I've been doing it in September, October for so long. And I know some of you, that's like way too early, and it might make you feel pressured or rushed, but that's not my intention. My intention is to basically drown out the darkness. That's why you see me posting a lot more. That's why you see me sharing some really nice holiday finds that are definitely going to probably sell out this year, but also so you maybe you're sensing something too, and maybe you're like, you know what, I'm going to get on this bandwagon too, and I want to start bringing in this life. Christmas is all about life and beauty and abundance and celebration and celebrating our Savior. Some of you have asked about my daily routine also, and I'll tell you, the more stuff that you cut out that you don't need, like we don't have a TV, I don't spend a lot of time on frivolous things. I'm not in the store shopping. Very intentional about my shopping, what I want to bring in, what I want to buy. Of course, sometimes I return whatever that doesn't work, but I'm not driving around looking for deals. And I'll tell you, that saves so much time, because when you're driving around looking for deals, you're driving around returning also with things that you bought impulsively. So we're not plugged in a TV. We homeschool, so we simplify all of that. We're not running all over the place or driving all over the place. We've simplified down to one car. But my routine is pretty simple in the sense that I make time for faith, family, business, and fitness, and whatever God has for me for that day. I have a deep conviction on what I'm doing and the lifestyle that I'm helping women and men and people create, and that's what keeps me going. So the days that I'm not motivated, I still, it's about finding a little bit of a balance. I'm not the type of person that's like, you need to have a balanced life. I don't really believe that. I think you need to go all in. You need to find something that you're so passionate about that you're just willing to do whatever it takes to make that happen. Because if you're just always worried about balance and don't push yourself too hard, then you don't know what you're made of. I'm all about push yourself. Figure out what you're made of. Dominate. Whatever field that you're in, be the best at it. But when you need a break, take a break. So I go for walks. I take baths. I'll watch a movie with my girls. We'll take little trips around Arizona. But those are days, moments, at a time, a couple days max. I don't take weeks off. And if I did, lay around for a week and didn't do anything, I'd feel like a loser. So, you just create habits that are healthy, and you get outside. It's simple things. Don't always look for the easy way out. Look for the simple, easy things. Walking, nature, sunshine, reading, laughter, family, Jesus. Don't forget about putting your faith, letting that guide you. I know some of you aren't Christians and, you have different faiths, but what I'm talking about is, making room so you have time for all of that. And then getting rid of the negative people, the toxic people, the complainers, wasting time on TV shows that suck you in, that you can't turn away from. And just really being intentional about your life and your time, because you're trading your time for whatever it is that you're doing. You're trading it. And once time is gone, it's gone. You can't, this is the youngest you're ever going to be. Be intentional about your days. And don't be afraid to tell the people that are sucking the energy out of you and sucking the joy and life out of you. Don't be afraid to tell them, hey, this isn't working. We're going in different directions, or, I got to go, or whatever. Like, block them. I've had to do that with many people. And, it is what it is. Because you're not accountable for them. You're not running their race. You're running your race. And you're not supposed to drag everybody with you. That will free up a lot of time in your life. Keep your circle small. And look for people who are going to sharpen you. They're going to make you better. They're going to lift you up. They're going to push you to be better. They're not going to sit and come down with you into the pit. They're going to reach their hand out and say, get up, let's go. There's work to do. Those are the people you want, not the ones that are like, yeah, let's go out drinking and talk about all of our problems together. No. That's just a waste of time. Get around the ones that are like, no, get to bed early and we're going to get up early and we're going to go hiking and we're going to feel great. Or we're going to get up and we're going to, go for a nice breakfast or whatever. The people who are going to make you better. Get around those people.